Camera quality then. Camera quality now.
Hey guys, it's Caitlin, and today I thought I would show you how to do this super pretty rainbow eyeshadow look that I wore in the Breaking Out of My Shell makeup video. This tutorial heavily features the James Charles palette as well as a pair of eyelashes from the Ardell All the Wispies book. This look was super fun to create and I hope you enjoy it. First we're going to start off naked, and by naked I mean I already have on my face, my brows, and my contacts. Contacts are not necessary, but I really think they help pull the look together. Also, I wore them in the original video. On to the eyes. The first step is prime them. It doesn't matter what brand you use, but I'm using Soft Ochre by MAC. Priming your eyes is going to help these super bright colors stay put and be more vibrant. Next, I'm using one of my favorite makeup products, Morphe's White Concealer. I'm putting it in the inner corner of the eye and on the brow bone. We want these areas to be stark white later, so this is really going to help that. And I'm blending it in with a synthetic brush. Also putting some on the lower lash line to help the shadows we put there later pop. Next, I'm setting the white concealer with white eyeshadow. I'm only setting these areas because if we set the rest of the eye primer, the pigments won't stick and be as bright. Next, to the crease color. I'm using a bright pink on a fluffy brush to lay down the good transition shade. We're going to blend this up as high as we want it and a little bit into the white. This is going to cover pretty much everything from the crease upward. I'm now going back in to really layer that pink. Because this is such a bright color, you're going to want to layer it as many times as you feel like you need to. Then going back and forth with a fluffy brush that has no product on it to really blend it out. You're going to see me do this a couple times throughout the tutorial. Next, I'm taking a pretty dense little brush and putting this just above the crease. This is where we want the area of the pink to be the brightest. You're going to see me go back and add layers using different sizes of dense brushes to really feather and brighten it up right above the crease line. Then I'm just going over the white areas with more matte white eyeshadow. Now we're going to be adding color to the lower lashes, starting with yellow, green, and finally blue. Before I add the final color, I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush to smoothly blend all three shades together. I'm now going to fill in the rest of the lower lash line with purple. Next, we're going to connect the lower lash line purple to the outer corner and up into the crease, adding layers of purple when needed. Then taking a fluffy brush and a little bit more pink to create a smooth transition between this now purpley pinky shade up into the pink itself. Next, I'm taking a little bit more pink on a small brush and running that underneath the lash line. That helps to kind of bring it all together, and I'm going to smudge it out a little bit. Once again, just touching up the brow bone in the inner corner with a little bit more matte white. See all that pink underneath the eye? I'm now going to take my beauty blender with extra foundation on it and go underneath the eyes. Then I'm taking an eyeshadow that matches my skin tone to go over it. That'll help set the product and help give me more coverage. We don't want to look like we have pink eye. Now I'm gently pulling back my eyelid and using a jumbo pencil to help line my upper lash line. Next, with the black liquid liner, I'm gently lining my upper lash line. This does not have to be perfect since we'll be smudging it out later. Next, I'm taking a skinny liner brush and some matte black eyeshadow and smoking out the liner a little bit. If you couldn't already tell, I'm not good at liquid liner, so we're just going to neaten it up a bit. This liner is only here to help camouflage the lash band for the false lashes we'll be putting on later. Now for my favorite part, the glitter. I'm using a lighter purple glitter for the lid. I really think this helps tie the whole look together and really gives it that extra pop. A step that I forgot in this version that I did in the last version was apply a base of white jumbo eye pencil from NYX before I put the glitter on. It helped to make it pop a little bit more. I don't think it is necessary, but you could still do that as an optional step. Now add your mascara, upper and lower. And now time for the falsies, yay! I got this brand new book of lashes that I thought I would play with. You're going to want to first put glue on the lash band and make sure you let it dry. There are plenty of eyelash tutorials out there on YouTube, and I'll link my favorite one, which is by Mikey over at Glam and Gore. you really want to make sure you wait for that glue to dry and then adjust with tweezers. You can't see it super well because I was really trying to focus on getting my lashes on, but like I said, I'll link her tutorial down below. I'm really quickly going over the white areas with a shimmery white eyeshadow. Then I'm sweeping the fallout from under my eyes and going over it with a little bit more foundation on my beauty blender. Now that the eyes are done, we're going to move on to the rest of the face, starting with blush. If you couldn't already tell, this is a Chanel blush, and yes, it was a little pricey. But I want to remind you, just because you don't have the most amazing and most expensive makeup doesn't mean you can't do the most amazing makeup. We all have to start somewhere, and you can do some pretty badass stuff with products from the drugstore. Now I'm on to a nice and warm bronzer, and we're going to hit the forehead, the cheeks, a little bit of the jawline, and the nose. And to finish it off, we're going to put on some liquid lipstick. I felt like pink was the most appropriate color, and with this pink specifically, I wanted more of a neutral cool pink. Since the eyes are so chaotic and warm, I thought a lip that was more toned down better fit this look. We're going to put on a little bit of highlight on the cupid's bow and on the sides of the cheeks. Remember, keep this kind of toned down since we already have so much going on the eyes. Next, I'm just blending out the highlighter. Then going in with my all-time favorite setting spray, the Morphe X Jeffree Star. Smells so good. And that is it, my friends. I hope you really enjoyed my first makeup tutorial with a voiceover. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, have a magical day and stay awesome. You're beautiful, baby. See you next time.